Hello everyone, welcome to the Hypergamous Journey. My name is Denise. At this channel we discuss dating advice for women 55 and older from a hypergamous viewpoint. So a couple of men have been trolling me the last couple of videos and saying the same old crap. You're old, you're washed up. Men age like wine and women like milk, which was funny. And I think I talked about this and I said, well, I'm getting more views and showing up in people's feed. So I'm catching people's attention with, I guess, my title and my beautiful, lovely face. And at first it was hurtful, but then I was like, why am I being triggered by these people, these dudes I don't even know? Who cares what they think? They mama old too, and they sister. And if they're not, they're going to. And they're going to get old. And who's going to want them? Unless they have some money. So anyway, this video is about self-acceptance. Self-acceptance. So I think around 45, I noticed my body began to change. And I remember so clearly, I was driving, sitting in my car driving, and for some reason I looked down and I looked at my stomach. I don't know why I looked down and looked at my stomach, but I saw my stomach and it had like a little baby bump. I guess like if I was 3 months pregnant or 4 months, I was about 45. And I said, oh, look at that. That's pretty big down there. I wasn't used to having that much of a bump down there in my stomach. So I said, well, if I stop eating and start exercising a little bit, and my form of exercise is dance classes, like modern ballet, African. So I said, well, I'll start some dance classes and then, that'll get that down, stop eating so much. And usually that's how I monitored my weight. But then I tried that and it didn't go away. Not that much. And so I've made peace with that little 3 month little bump right there. And so I just wear things that make me feel beautiful and maybe camouflage the bump a little bit. But then as I started to mature, other things started to happen. And in my 60s, I noticed that I was getting a little bit more flabby right here under my arm. And, laugh lines and smile lines and, that thing right there, crow's feet, I said. And, the hairline started to thin. And then my hair I always had really long hair, like down my back hair. And then my hair started to, get little knots at the end. I would take the comb through it and then, I could see it curl up, the strands curl up on themselves like in a knot. And I was on YouTube, trying to figure that out and trying all kinds of hair products and subscribing to Natural 85 and so many things. And then one day, I just decided to cut it all off. And that was August 7th, 2016. And that is the day that I started to be free. Free of hair concerns and then, just taking off layers of things, layers. And one of my friends who knew me when I had really long hair said to me, it seems like you've always had short hair. That was a compliment because what she was saying was that having short hair, this short, seemed natural and like I've always had it. And my niece told me about 15 years ago, maybe 20 now, because I've had this hairstyle for 6 years. So about 25 years ago, my niece said to me, Aunt Niecy, I think you'll look nice with short hair. I was like, I'm not cutting my hair. By this time, it wouldn't grow past my shoulders. And if it got longer than that, it would start to knot up on itself. So I was constantly cutting my hair to get the knots out. And so people say, well, you're not doing this product or you're not doing that product. So anyway, enough about that. But I was just glad to have it cut short. And I had a little like a dip in my head, in my skull back here. I had a little dip. So I was like, oh my God, I don't know how my hair is going to look short with this little dip that goes in the back of my head. And then one day I got a Caesar, where they say cut it to the wave, where it was like short like a dude. I mean, my hair was just laying down. And I got to really see that dip. And I was like, oh, I look good, except that my hairline wasn't, like down to here like that. So I was just trying something. So yeah. So that's the hair, the arms, the stomach, and what else? The thighs. They weren't as tight as they once were. I was active, but I'm not as active as I once was. So I've made a commitment to get back to dancing now that COVID and the dance schools and stuff are open. I've made a commitment to get back to that, because what I don't want to happen is to be a fragile 65-year-old woman or a 70-year-old woman who's, humped over, and our bodies contract. I like to say it contracts upon itself. And that's not good to have. I don't know if that made it worse. To have our bodies contracting upon it itself. My body to contract, meaning, you start to do this, and you see that hump in the back, it's sort of like that. It's not pretty. So I've made a commitment to be more intentional and deliberate about how I age, and to do it healthfully, with health and wellness and rest and eating right, and knowing that I can't do or eat the things that I once did. So I accept aging and maturing with gracefulness and gratitude that every part of me works, that I'm not on medication, that I'm aging and maturing gracefully. And I implore you to think about what you can change, what you can do to age gracefully as well. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.